Everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. I am back with another Proverbs, Proverbs 17. I pray that you all are able to join me in reading Proverbs 17 today, and we're able to have a discussion in the comments regarding what this chapter meant to you, what verses are most important to you that stood out to you, and just what goals you have or you wish or like you want to implement to grow closer with Christ this year. Per usual, I always give this a disclaimer. I'm a first time mama. My baby is always near me. She's here. So in case you hear her babbling, baby talk, cries, screaming, my child is here. Okay, so yes, let's dive in. And you also will hear her YouTube stuff going on too, so bear with me. Okay, so Proverbs 17. Better a dry crust eaten in peace than a house filled with feasting and conflict. A wise servant will rule over their master's disgraceful son and will share the inheritance of the master's children. Fire tests the purity of silver and gold, but the Lord tests the heart. Wrongdoers eagerly listen to gossip. Liars pay close attention to slander. Those who mock the poor insult their maker. Those who rejoice at the misfortune of others will be punished. Grandchildren are the crowning glory of the age. Parents are the pride of their children. Eloquent words are not fitting for a fool. Even less are lies fitting for a ruler. A bribe is a lucky charm. It's like a lucky charm. Whoever gives one will prosper. Love prospers when a fault is forgiven, but dwelling on it separates close friends. A single rebuke does more for a person of understanding than 100 lashes on the back of a fool. Evil people are eager for rebellion, but they will be severely punished. It is safer to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than to confront a fool caught in foolishness. If you repay good with evil, evil will never leave your house. Starting a quarrel is like opening a floodgate, so stop before a dispute breaks out. Acquitting the guilty and condemning the innocent both are detestable to the Lord. It is senseless to pay to educate a fool, since he has no heart for learning. A friend is always loyal, and a brother is born to help in time of need. It's poor judgment to guarantee another person's debt or put up security for a friend. Anyone who loves to quarrel loves sin. Anyone who trusts in high walls invites disaster. The crooked heart will not prosper. The lying tongue tumbles into trouble. It is painful to be the parent of a fool. There is no joy for the father of a rebel. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit saps a person's strength. The wicked take secret bribes to pervert the course of justice. Sensible people keep their eyes glued on wisdom, but a fool's eyes wander to the ends of the earth. Foolish children bring grief to their father and bitterness to the one who gave them birth. It is wrong to punish the godly for being good, or to flog leaders for being honest. A truly wise person uses few words. A person with understanding is even-tempered. Even fools are thought wise when they keep quiet. With their mouths shut, they seem intelligent. And that is Proverbs 17. So for Proverbs 17, some verses that stood out to me. Verse 1. Better a dry crust eaten in peace than a house filled with feasting and conflict. People, like for me, this made me think of like people who seem to have it all: the money, the fame, the successful job, their career, like they're just high up there, but their life is filled with conflict. It's like people tend to. It's like you would just prefer peace. You prefer a dry crust eaten in peace as opposed to all the conflict and turmoil and just stress that comes with having all the extra stuff. Verse 3, fire tests the purity of silver and gold, but the Lord tests the heart. Just a reminder that the Lord will test you. He'll test your heart to see if your heart is, if you have really been made new in Him. He'll test you. And something that I learned, that I realized, like when I'm being triggered and annoyed, I just tend to isolate. And I'll stay isolated. So I be thinking, oh Lord, I'm doing so great. Like I've been doing good. I haven't been angry. I haven't been lashing out. But it's because I don't put myself in the situation to be, for someone to make me angry or to irritate me. Like you have to put yourself in the situation, to see if God has truly changed your heart and changed your mind. Because being around people, that's just gonna happen. But if you continue to pray and ask God to help you with dealing with His people, He will come through. But yeah, that's something I had to realize. I was like, you're not, like, I mean personally, like, you're not doing better. You're only doing better because you're not in the situations that will trigger you. So knowing if you have truly grown in Christ, you kind of gotta put yourself in that situation. Not a negative situation though. Don't do that. But not a situation where you know you shouldn't be in. I'm talking about like working, being in the office, being around people who you know nag you. But call on the Lord. Pray for them people too. But yes. Verse 9. Love prospers when a fault is forgiven, but dwelling on it separates close friends. That was a good one. And then verse 12 says, it is safer to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than to confront a fool caught in foolishness. I'll say it again. It is safer to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than to confront a fool caught in foolishness. I'll let that sit a bit for y'all. Something else that stood out to me. Verse 17, a friend is always loyal and a brother is born to help in time of need. Verse 19, anyone who loves to quarrel loves sin. Anyone who trusts in high walls invites disaster. If you notice people around you who are constantly arguing, starting arguments, gossiping, they love sin. And also the second half of that, anyone who trusts in high walls invites disaster. To me, that means trusting in your own strength, putting your faith in other things other than God will lead to disaster. 22, a cheerful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit saps a person's strength. I think that's why it's important to be around positive people. And it's also important to be able to be kind and cheerful towards other people. And lastly, 28, even fools are thought wise when they keep silent. With their mouth shut, they seem intelligent. Once again, the Lord is telling us the importance of just being quiet and not speaking and talking all the time, because you're gonna miss it. People who tend to like talk and talk and talk, they eventually reveal their insecurities and they'll talk themselves into a lie or into a deeper hole. So it's best to just be quiet. But yes, that's what stood out to me in Proverbs 17. Please share what stood out to you and how this verse spoke. How this chapter spoke with you as well. And God willing, we will cover Proverbs 18 next. Have a blessed day. Bye.